Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all ages. We're back for the FIA Formula 4, round 4 from Bathurst. I'm JP. I'm going to be guiding you through all the action here this evening as well. And we're in for an absolute barnstormer of a race. The guys are in qualifying at the moment. And we've got 35 minutes with a pit stop. So there we go. We have changed the weather. We were supposed to have rain here tonight, but I have changed it to sunny due to some of the drivers saying it's a little bit difficult in the rain getting round here, which is fair enough. We want everybody to get to the end of the race and not people crash out all over the place. So that we've changed the weather, basically. So let's bring you up the current scores on the doors. Sebastian Van Hövell out in front with 80 points and Alexander Mikkelsen in second with 17. Matthew Richardson with 69 and Ivan Chalupka on 66. And we've got Michael Chiodi on 64 with Ross Wheatley tied there. Guy Robinson on 62. Matt Duchette on 55. Then Stephen Webb on 54. Then Adrian Hadfield on 53. Tied with Andrew Kesterton. Then we've got Stefan Mellis, Jordan Hatfield, Eduardo Batista, Daniel Songa, Carl Cookson, Luke Tuneson, Andy Pratt and Craig Cameron with Ben Gregory on 30 and Kenny Campos rounding out at the bottom of the table on 27. Well, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to be figuring out who's going to be able to get through the mountain without any problems whatsoever. We are on board, actually, with Steve Webb as he goes and takes us into this mountain section. We're just starting off. You can see we're at the bottom of the mountain at the moment, up through the cut-in, going through Griffin's Mount into Reed Park, which is the right-hander coming up now. Then it's going to be the left into Solman here, and this is going to be relatively full flat. They should be able to get round here without any problems once the tyres are warm. Steve did have a bit of a lift there in mid-corner. Now through the final left-hander, through McPhillamy, and then this is where the tricky section starts. There's been a couple of people in the wall just after the drop here as well. Connor Pink, not saying no names, Connor. But drop down with Steve now through the left, through the right. Then it's going to be one more left and right as well. And then it's going to be into Forest Elbow. And then, of course, down the Conrod Straight. This is where I expect most of the action to be taken. Most of the overtakes are going to come down here as Steve Webb gets through the mountain without any issues whatsoever. I'm not a lover of that mountain section in Bathurst. I kind of pray when we get to the cutting, and I say thank you when we come out of Forest Elbow if I make it through without any problems. Because it's going to be it's a very, very difficult part of the track, and it drops away from you, and there's lots of camber, and it just makes it very, very difficult. Steve coming into the chase now, into the left-hander. I missed the apex, Stevie. That's going to not do him any good on the exit. Now he's got to run and try and get through at Murray's, and let's see what Mr. Webb is sitting in fourth at the moment on a 209.938. Quite long lap times in these little cars, but I thought this would be a good track. Oh, Steve, big slide coming out there. That's not going to help him whatsoever. Over the line he goes, 209.776. He does that as his best time, but he missed the apex in the chase. He slid coming out the final corner as well. That makes you wonder if there's still more there for Steve Webb. And Mikkelsen here at the moment, currently sitting on pole position. He is in first place, tucked up there at this moment in time, behind the number 50 car, which is Guy Robinson, the walking billboard. There he goes, coming down now. Should pass Guy going into the right-hander. That's kind of where we're expecting most of the action, I think. This is where they're going to basically be able to make most of their overtakes. Coming down into the chase, I think they'll be very, very brave or stupid, one of the two, if they're going to try and get it up through the mountain. I expect from Quarry through to Forest Elbow, there shouldn't be any overtaking whatsoever. None. They should be just nice and clean. Follow my leader, go straight through without any problems. That's the plan here as well. But we'll see. Alexander Mikkelsen stretching it to a 208.291. He is about 8 tenths quicker than Sebastian Van Hövell at this moment in time. That is a massive gap from the leader to back. It is 8 tenths, 8.3 at the moment, 8.300 from Luke Tuneson with Sebastian Van Hövell. Guy Robinson further back than that. Carl Cookson 6.4 seconds. We've got Eduardo Batista's got no time. Matty Richardson's got no time, and Ben Gregory has also got no time. They have only just joined the session, so whether or not they're going to be taking part in quali, we're going to find out very, very shortly. But yeah, big old time gap from Alexander Mikkelsen down through Luke Tuneson at the moment. So we're seeing how he gets on and whether or not he's going to be able to hold that as well. Sebastian Van Hövell has got greens on the board. Oh, no, he's not. This is gearing up for a run, is he? He did have greens on the board there. I wonder if he realised that. Michael Chiotti coming down as well into the left-hander. This is start of the chase, coming out the other side. He's got some greens on the board. Offset with a couple of yellows, so we'll find out whether or not there's going to be an improvement for Jody there. Matty Richardson's got some purples on the board, a couple there, 2 purples, 2 yellows. Over the lane he goes, Jody. What's he going to get at the moment? Go up to 7th, 210, 320. Nice run. Ivan Chalupka coming in as well behind him. Then we've got Stefan Mellis in behind that. There is Ivan. He's going to be coming up over the line as well. Is this going to be an improvement? It looks like it might be. No improvement there. Nothing improved for Stefan Mellis either. Matty Richardson through the final corner. Number 1 on the cart. Let's see what he does. Over the line he goes, green and purple. Is this going to be lower than a 208? 207, 908. Matty Richardson takes pole position. Absolute flyer there from Matty. And hopefully he might be able to stay there. Keep an eye out and see how he gets on here. And whether or not Matty Richardson can do that. But a great lap from him. 207, 908. What more can he ask for here? Just checking the starting, because last week at Zandvoort they had a rolling start, but for this week they've got a stand-in start. So I'm not quite sure why it decided that it was going to change last week to a rolling start. It's quite a confusion actually on that one, but Matty Richardson doing a great job. Carl Cookson coming down through the chase now, through the right hand lane. It's going to be run down into Murray's for the final corner. 3 minutes to go. He'll have an opportunity to do one more lap. Sebastian van der Hovel's got 3 greens and 2 yellows. Over goes Cookson. How much closer is he going to get? 212, 900. So he has got a little bit closer to the guys in front. Van der Hovel comes down. Matty Richardson's got another purple. Mikkelson's also got one on the board. He comes over the line as well. Sebastian van der Hovel, does he make an improvement? He does. 208, 320. Moves up 1 ahead of Luke Tunison. Michael Chiotti over the line he goes. Is this going to be a further improvement? It's not. Oh, he does. He goes up 1, 209, 829. And now we go back to Matty Richardson, who's got one on the... He's got a couple of corners to go. He's got a purple and a green, but what is that offset with that yellow? Down into this final corner now. 216, 215 on the clock. Over the line he goes. Now, what has he done? Has he improved? 208, 414. No improvement. What about Mikkelsen? Final corner for him. Tunison's in behind him in 4th here. He's got greens across the board at the moment. There is Luke Tunison. 1.221 seconds back at the moment. His lap times are physically insane. It's a very, very good racing. Over the line it goes Tunison, 208.734. So it was an improvement, but no difference on lap times for him. Andy Pratt is here through the right-hander, coming into a couple of corners to go. He's got one more chase, and then it's down into Murray's. Andy Pratt, 3 greens on the board, 2 yellows. What's the offset? How's he going to go here? Coming down now into the final corner. Over the line goes Pratt. He's going to be coming up very, very shortly. Job's done for Andy Pratt. 211.559. It was actually slower for him, unfortunately, despite that offset with greens and yellows. Now Van der Hovel again comes through. He's got 1 purple on the board. They've got some lap times going here, these boys. They've got lap times going. And what is that offset? I think he's going to be slower here. 209.112. Yeah, he was slower. And again, Michael comes through here. Just going to do something, because I wonder if I keep getting his last name wrong. choked. Choked. Apparently. Yeah, okay. Didn't realise that one. Matty Richardson over the line, 207.819, an improvement again. So it is choked. Yeah, okay. Whoa! Choked. Choked, apparently. A lot of people still out on the race circuit at the moment. Alexander Mickelson. Ben Gregory's popped in and he's out on the track. That is the end of the session, mind you. We'll get to finish their laps. And then we'll be up and running for this 35-minute race here from Bathurst. Who we got out there still? Stefan Mellis. Going rather slowly. Mickelson making use of every minute of practice as he possibly can there. Let me know if you are here, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing. And if you're cheering on any driver, I know we've got Connor Pink in this evening. He's come and done some racing, messaged me earlier. Is it too late to join? I was like, no, come along. Come and have some fun. So we'll see how Connor gets on. He's got a beautiful McLaren livery, the Marlboro McLaren livery on his car. I'm scared. Oh, you'll be fine. Man up. Can't be scared. You've had a son. That's scary enough, dude. Having a baby is scary enough because then you realise at the moment that you have a kid that you're not responsible for just yourself anymore. Do you know what I mean? That's when you realise how scary it is. Just waiting to swap over for the next session. This is true. Dude, it is true. It is true. You become a parent, you realise that you're just not you. It's not you anymore. When you go out, you can't just walk out the house and grab your keys. You have to walk out, grab the baby, the buggy, the bags, nappies, food, nappy sacks, bottles, lots of them just in case, puke blankets just in case, change of clothes, few change of clothes at the bottoms just because obviously you might have an accident. It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. Oh, and the baby. Matty Richardson takes pole position with Alexander Mickelson in second. Sebastian van der Hovel in third. Luke Tunison in fourth. Michael Choate in fifth. Then Guy Robinson sixth. Then we've got Steve Webb, Ross Wheatley, Jordan Hadfield, Ivan Chalupka, Adrian Hadfield and Andy Pratt round out the top 12. Then on from there is Stefan Mellis and Connor Pink with Andrew Kesterton and Carl Cookson. Ben Gregory and Eduardo Batista rounds out the 18. If Eduardo takes to the grid, of course, but it may look like I don't believe he's going to currently at the moment. It's like moving house every time you go out, Connor, with a baby. I have to be honest. And you can't, as I say, you must remember the baby. It's one of the most important things. Right. Just waiting for Luke Tunison to get on to the grid. Whether or not Batista's going to make it, I don't think Batista's going to make it. He's got 20 seconds. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Lights are on. 4 lights, 5 lights. We are green, green, green for round 4 from Bathurst. You can see Matty Richardson got out in front. He got the jump straight at the beginning. Mickelson's under pressure from Van der Hovel. Hovel makes it through without any dramas. Ivan Chalupka is in there. Andy Pratt has just run into the back end. He's just been hitting the back end. I think that might have been from Adrian Hadfield there. There's a couple of people who's had some dramas already, but it does look like a few have got away cleanly. Matty Richardson is going to be under pressure from Mickelson going into the right-hander very, very shortly. You can see Steve Webb's under pressure from Wheatley in the background as well. You can see Choate is also just past Webb there. And now Ross Wheatley's going to have a go. Is he going to be able to hold on? I don't know if he's going to be able to here. There's the 84 of Michael Choate up the inside of Steve Webb. Is he going to keep him there? He is. Choate's going to get it. Webb's going to be pushed out. And Michael Choate leads that group, going up into the first court, up into through the mountain for the very first time here as well. There's been a couple of people who have had to go into pit lane. Adrian Hadfield has been off the race circuit. Oh, they crashed on the straight. Whoa, Hadfield, where did he go? How did you crash onto the straight, gentlemen? There's Adrian. He catches his wheel. Up he goes, over he goes. Oh, ouch for Adrian Hadfield. And unfortunately for him, he has gone off the circuit. Let's have a look, see if we can get it here. Up he goes, on the wall, round, over, flips, 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 and flips again. And iRacing puts him straight back into pit lane. Matty Richardson still out in front. He's got Mickelson tucked in right behind him with Sebastian van der Hovel behind that. Luke Tunason's in there as well. Through the right hander we go for Matty. Is Mickelson going to make a move going into the chase? No, not this time. And we've got Jordan Hadfield and Adrian Hadfield both in pit lane. I wonder if it was Jordan that ran into Adrian, because that would be... No, it wasn't. Who is that then? It might have been Ben Gregory. I think it may have been Ben Gregory. Oh, did he come over on him? It's going to be a hard one to decipher, I think. Oh, Adrian was moving. Adrian did come over on top of him. Andy Pratt's pit lane. Connor Peake, Jordan Hadfield, Adrian Hadfield. I think that was Andy Pratt was from the start, I believe. But Richardson is leading the way. What happened here? Look at Jordan Hadfield through the mountain. Car gets unsettled. Yep, into the wall. Round he goes. Snap, snap, snap. And he is just sat there, unfortunately. What about Andy Pratt? I think Pratt realises he's got no rear wing here. Oh, yeah, he's just got nothing. He can't get the car rotated. And unfortunately for Andy, off the side of the circuit. But great battles here from Mickelson, still chasing down Richardson. Up through we go into the left-hander of McPhillamy. Then down through the mountain once more. On board we go with Mickelson. We're going to go left, drop it down on the inside. There's the right-hander. Now into the left, follow the dip, try and get the run out. Matty Richardson. Richardson in front was a little bit untidy. Through the right-hander, now down in the forest elbow. Get the car stopped. Lock up there from Richardson. This is surely going to be Mickelson's opportunity. Is he going to be able to get through here? Is he going to be able to chase Richardson down? Here he goes. He's closing right in behind him at the moment. He's closing right in behind him. 140. He's saving. Why are you saving when Sebastian van der Hovel is going to go, thanks very much. You want to mess around, I'm going to block you in. There you go. Through he goes for Van der Hovel. I'm not quite sure what Mickelson's tactics was there, unless he's saving fuel early on. But other than that, I'm not quite sure what the situation is. Van der Hovel, Richardson goes on the defensive. Hovel tries to go through, can't, gets him, gives him a big old wiggle in the background and makes him realise that he is still there. And Van der Hovel still chasing down Matty Richardson. It's going to be the run through a Hale corner now on that mountain straight. Coming into Quarry. Hovel tucks in right behind him currently. Is he going to be able to make the move going into the left-hander? There goes Hovell, he's looking, is Matty Richardson going to get pushed out here? They're going to try and run it too wide, he is, unfortunately. Van der Hovell goes through, he's gone from first to third within a space of about half of the circuit. And Van der Hovell takes the lead of the race. Matty Richardson and Mikkelsen got no response there whatsoever, unfortunately for him. So, yeah, but Matty is going to have to come back at him again and see what goes on, see if he can get him back here. But Van der Hovell, Luke Tunison in behind that, he's trying to chase him down, can't quite stay onto the back end. Tunison at the moment can't quite get close enough to grab the draft. He's about 7.5 tenths. This is where he's got to kind of mount it up a little bit and see what he can do here. Over the curb he goes. Can he run it through? Why is he in a little coloured machine? I'm not really sure about that. I prefer Audis myself, but you know, other supermarkets are available. Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Morrison's, and for the posh people, you got Waitrose and Harrods, I suppose, if you really want to go there. But Tunison might have the draft. He might have the draft. There he is in his car. On board now. Mikkelsen's pulling Tunison in. It's down half a second. You can see Matty Richardson's getting close to Van der Hovell. He's going to go. I don't know why are you waiting? I don't get that. What are they waiting for, guys? What are they waiting for? Unless they're fuel saving to try and get to the end. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of this waiting is at this moment in time. Through the left-hander now. Tunison now closes in the back end of Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen's just touching on the edge of the draft. Chalupka's just pulled in Wheatley further back. There is Ivan Chalupka. Oh, Mikkelsen and Van der Hovell swap places. Richardson and Van der Hovell, sorry, I should say. Richardson manages to hold on to it. Is he going to be able to go again here? Is Van der Hovell. Or is he going to be stuck there from the mountain? Takes a very wide line, opens that corner up. Nice entry into the next one. Chalupka and Wheatley just swap places further back. That's taken down into the right-hander of Quarry. It's up through the mountain for them guys. But Mikkelsen now through as well. Tunison is just tucked in behind. He's about 4 tenths back at the moment. There is not a lot between the front three. It's like 1.3. Oh, it's not even that. It's like just barely 1 second between the front four at the moment. Richardson, Van der Hovell, Mikkelsen and Tunison. Through the left, now through the right. I feel like saying jump up and down and clap your, jump up and down and touch your knees. They're not going to be able to do it. Richardson's going to basically get through to the bottom first. It's 1.1 seconds to Tunison now. He's sitting in 4th place, the Dutchman. Is he going to be able to close in? No. Is Mikkelsen going to be able to get close? I don't think so. What about Van der Hovell? Is he going to be making a move here, or is he going to be lifting? No, I think he has made a move. Ross Wheatley's at a moment. Oh, Ross. Oh, big moment. Snap, come back again. Andrew Kesterton has also had some drama. Oh, something happened before then. Something happened before then. He's hit a wall. Yeah, he did. See him come down, gets out of shape. Bang, into the wall. Front right goes. Oh, I'm back on again, but it's not there. I can tell you that one. Guy Robinson and Andy Pratt have also had some dramas. We'll have a look at that very, very shortly as well. But Van der Hovell's going over Richardson once more. Is he going to be able to get through? No. Onto the brakes he goes, into turn number 1, or turn number 2 effectively. What did Robinson do, and did it affect Andy Pratt? No, it did. It can't have affected Andy Pratt. Surely it's too far away. Guy Robinson. Oh, dude. Dude, no. Out the wall, out the wall. Did keep out of the wall, but he did lose a place to Steve Webb. Now Andy Pratt. Oh, I've seen this before. He's only just got his rear wing back as Pratt. In through Forest Elbow. Well done, keeps it out the wall there as well. Good job from Mr. Pratt. As Ben Gregory Makes up positions up 5 places at the moment, sitting in 12th with Carl Cookson in behind that. And just as I've said about Carl, we're facing the wrong way. Oh dear, what's he done in turn number 1? Oh, he just got too much on it. Ouch, look at the state of that car. Absolutely battered. Jumps back into pit lane. Van der Hovel now. Matty Richardson's tucked in right behind again. It's going to be a battle of these 4, I think, now. Andy Pratt is chasing down Connor Pink. Ross Wheatley has got Chalupka again in his sights, but Van der Hovel down in through the left-hander at the chase. Hard on the brakes. Through he goes. No trouble for Van der Hovel. Richardson now. Is he going to be able to make a move down into that final corner? 24 minutes left on the clock and a pit stop to come. Yowzers. This is going to be very, very interesting here for Sebastian Van der Hovel. How long is he going to hold on for? Is Richardson going to get the run through Hell's corner and get him going down into Quarry? Oh, he's carried a lot more speed as Richardson. Is this his opportunity now as well? He's tucked him right behind Hovel. Draft is strong. He's pulled out. He's looking for the inside line. Matty Richardson is going to go. He's got to go late on the brakes here for the Orange Army Racing boys. Hard he goes and through he goes. Matty Richardson takes that position away. Tuneson cannot get close to Mickelson at the moment. He's just teetering. He can just about get close enough, but he's trying. He is trying. Tuneson closing in there down here. What's going on down here? Pit leave them boys to go through the mountain for a minute. As Andy Pratt has closed onto the back of Connor Pink. Told you Connor in that Marlborough livery. That's 2 we've got here actually tonight as well. And Andy Pratt closing in behind him and seeing how they get on. Right, going back to the front 4. Mickelson sitting there in prime seats, looking at Van der Hovel, looking at Richardson. In through the skyline we go, down in through the S's. Through the left-hander and the dipper. Now it's going to be coming out the other side. Through the left, now it's going to be hard on the brakes. This is where you kind of want to let it run and kind of keep as much speed as you can while using the grip of the car, because otherwise you scrub it off, you're going to be in trouble. It looks like Andy Pratt has just cleared Connor Pink. Cookson's got a meatball, but we kind of did see that really, where bits of stuff go flying off his car. But here comes Hovel once more. Richardson on the defence. You can see Tuneson in the background. He's following Mickelson across track. Van der Hovel, is he going to look up the inside? I think they might be, as they are for this first time. It is in through lap 6. 22 minutes are left on the clock. And Van der Hovel tucks in right behind. But he's got Mickelson and they've got Tuneson very, very close. You can see it's too wide. Tuneson's gone up the inside of Mickelson. Did he get the job done? He did. Luke Tuneson puts himself in 3rd place. Don't forget Van der Hovel leading the championship at the moment. But for how long? That's going to be the question. Right, here they go once again. Sebastian Van der Hovel swapping around in the background of Richardson. And he has just gone back through Sebastian Van der Hovel. Mickelson slowly starting to drop off the back. He doesn't want to lose these guys in front. Needs to stay with him here. Wheatley and Chalupka, they're having a nice little bit of a screw. Oh, Chalupka's got... Oh, my... Whoa. Reactions from Ross Wheatley. Wow. Poor old Ivan Chalupka got it wrong going into turn 1. Wheatley just about missed him. Round he goes. You see him just smoking up there. Oh, there may have even been contact. And that's what's put Chalupka back into the wall. But it's back up for these guys up front. For Mickelson. He's going to close on in now. He's got Tuneson in front, Richardson, Hovel. See, Mickelson had a great start, and then he's just dropped back, unfortunately. He was in second, and then he sort of dilly-dallied, really, behind the leader. And then, unfortunately, he just didn't get any, it just all went a little bit wrong. And it's slowly just gone backwards. He needs to be a little bit more, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit more, I don't know, he's got to get a little bit more aggressive, I think, for him. That's just my perspective of it. But we'll see how he gets on here. He's dropping back just a little bit. Matty Richardson losing a little bit of time to Van der Hovel. Tunison getting closer to Richardson, if anything else. Stefan Mellis has gone past Guy Robinson. That's because Robinson's in pit lane. And Mellis now is got Wheatley just up the road. That is actually a back marker. That's one of the Hadfields, I think, not Adrian. Who is it? It's not Jordan either. That's a back marker in front of Stefan Mellis at the moment. See if we can see. It was Carl Cookson, and Carl removes himself out of the way. Chalupka's in pit lane. Ben Gregory's in pit lane. So they've got 18 minutes to go. So let's see what happens in the front four. Everybody else, kind of after the little incidents that kicked off, kind of just separated a little bit, maybe driving around on their own. However, whoa, big lock-up. Big lock-up from Van der Hovel. We got that all wrong just as I pound away. Now Richardson tucks in again. Not really the ideal scenario for Matty Richardson, because he's now got 3 cars coming at him. There goes Van der Hovel. Tunison's trying to get stay into Hovel's slipstream. Under the bridge they go. Van der Hovel's going to have the inside for the chase. He should be able to hold it. Richardson gives him a bit of a squeeze. Tunison's going to try and come through as well. You've got to go. If you're going to go over, you've got to go over now. Now. Oh, that's a Hadfield. That's Adrian Hadfield off the side of the circuit. But Matty Richardson holds on once again. Great job from him. Tunison's there. Van der Hovel's gone in pit lane. Hovel in pit lane. He's thought maybe he's just had enough. He's going to rely on the fact that these guys are going to fight. Slow them down just enough for him to come out of the pit lane and get them back on their pit stop. 17 minutes now on the clock. There's Hadfield in the background. I think that's Steve Webb behind him in 4th. Michael Choate in 5th behind him. But you can see here Richardson, Tunison and Mickelson. Pit lane Wheatley, pit lane Mellis. Guy Robinson gets both of them. Robinson has been in pit lane. Van der Hovel, of course, the first of the pit stoppers on the track. Sitting in 6th at the moment. Wheatley and Mellis swap places. Mellis got Wheatley in the pit stop. Oh, that's not going to please Ross Wheatley at all. He's just got done in a pit stop there for Ross by the Belgium. And Stefan Mellis gets Ross Wheatley. Jordan Hadfield. What is going on with the Hadfields tonight? They have had a rotten evening of racing. Oh no, Forest Elbow. Mr. Brakes got all out of control. Wiggle, wiggle. And unfortunately around he goes. Pops it and loses that rear wing off that car. If he hasn't used his fast repair, he should be able to have one left. Hadfield's got the meatball, of course. Mickelson now in with Tunison. He's going to close right in. Tunison's going to get closer and closer to Richardson as this run keeps going. 29, 28, 27, 26. It's going to keep going down and down and down and down. Not going to be enough before you get to the corner. That's Jordan off. I'm not going to say he's off again because it is reflective of his thing. Matty Richardson peels it off, sticks it into pit lane. What did you do, Ben? Ben had some dramas. Oh, one of them slow, awkward spins there for Ben Gregory. Up 4 now, down into 13th. Tunison up 3, leading the race. Mickelson, as they were where he was. Webb there. Oh no. Oh, no, no, no. Stevie Webb entered pit lane. Did you enter far too quickly here, sir? That's either an unsafe pit entry or is too fast. I think that could be an unsafe. It could be a unsafe pit entry there for Stevie Webb, but he's just got to sit there. He's going to drop all the way down the order. Connor Pink has also had some dramas. Oh no. Back end's coming around in Forest. Ready? Down the hill, get squarely. Out he goes, too fast. Oh, back end doesn't, but he does go and bump the wall for Connor Pink. But this is what these guys don't want to do. Tunison and Mikkelsen don't want to fight. They basically want to use these guys to get away as much as they can, because when they come into the pits, they need to be in and out before the guys in behind. They're only 3 temps back at the moment. 4 temps for Mikkelsen, 23, I think it is, give or take. 22.5 seconds from Tunison to Richardson. Richardson cleared Van der Hovel by 1.6 seconds. That was done in a pit stop. Matty Richardson 39.5 pit lane time. Van der Hovel 40.93. So Van der Hovel there lost time in pit lane. If Mikkelsen's going to go, he's got to go early. You've got to go early. He wants to get into pit lane first as Mikkelsen. 13 minutes on the clock. These two running side by side down into the chase, down into the left-hander. And Mikkelsen does go through. Is he going to go? They've got to go into pit lane this time around, I believe. I don't think they can go much longer. Nope, both men peel in. Through the Wigglies into pit lane they go. You see that? I think this is the first time ever that we've had both two people from the same family in pit lane with meatballs at the same time. So well done, the Hadfields. On that one. Mikkelsen's in, Tunison's in, Richardson's coming now. This is Ross Wheatley. He's trying to clear Stefan Mellis. Going to be running side by side down. Richardson has gone through. Mikkelsen's just come out of pit lane. There's Richardson, there's Van der Hovel, there's Tunison. So it is a different scenario this time around. Wheatley and Mellis running side by side down into the chase. Oh, Stefan. Backed out well early. Well early. I thought he could have definitely given him a bit more of a run into the chase than that, unfortunately. But he just did back out very, very early on that run to the chase. Van der Hovel, Mikkelsen, Tunison in behind. Tunison's nearly a second back though. And they're all chasing down Matty Richardson. 9.5 temps up front. Through the right hander they go. Now into the left, this long, going to be this long left-hand run through McPhillamy. There's no way you're going to be able to make it through here, son. None at all. Van der Hovel not trying to make it through as he does not even have a go. Now coming down into the mountain, the gap up front down to about 9.5 temps. 11 minutes left on the clock. Matty Richardson's got to hold on, but the question is, can he hold on? As Ben Gregory looks like he's had more drama. We won't compound his misery here this evening and show more drama of Ben Gregory, but Connor Pink, Gregory have both got meatballs. Why did you get a meatball, Connor? Ah, that would explain that one. Very awkward to see through the mountain. There he is. Here comes Connor Pink. I think he's going to see him here. No, he moved. Oh, Ben. Oh, no. If it wasn't for the movement, I think Connor might have got through there. Oh, no, 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 no. Ben moved, and unfortunately, Connor just came ramming straight into him. Van der Hovel, Mikkelsen, Richardson. Richardson not moved the place. Van der Hovel not moved the place. Tunison not moved the place. Richardson not moved the place. All of a sudden there was someone across the track. There was, but I think you may have made it if he hadn't moved. You didn't. I don't know if you saw the movement, but he moved. As Van der Hovel looks at making a move up past Mikkelsen. Watch. The spin you could have handled here. That's fine. You had all of the inside there to get through. You would have made it through, but then he goes back, knocks off his wing, does that, and then as he does that, you come through. So, yeah. Tudorson now closing on the back of Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen lost time to Van der Hovel, as Van der Hovel did get the overtake done. So if Ben Gregory had stayed where he is, you might have been all right, but unfortunately, well, ifs, buts and maybes, my dear sir. If, buts and maybes. And there was no ifs, and you definitely hit him up the butt. So there we go, unfortunately for Connor. Tudorson now tucked in through the mountain they go, dropping down into Forest. All men make it through without any problems. Is Van der Hovel going to get him? 9.5 minutes on the clock here. Not going to have many more laps. 4 laps maybe, possibly here with these guys at the moment. What was 4 laps? 2:08, 4:16, 4:16, 8:32. If not, it's going to be 5. They've got to be 8:32. Oh, Richardson goes into that corner so fast. Opens up that second mark. Van der Hovel closes him in a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be 5 laps, I think. 5 more laps. One of those things with Bathurst, mate. Yellow flag popped up as I came to the corner. It's blind. What is it? What it is what it is. Yeah, but then did you slow down for a yellow flag, Connor? That's the question. Oh, Ross Wheatley. Wheatley's got a meatball. Oh, no. Coming into Forest Elbow. Oh, dude, you all out of shape. You all going wrong. Bang. Ouch. Wheatley there. Oh, Mellis just makes it through. Tudorson, Mikkelsen side by side. Tudorson does go through. Wheatley's got a meatball as well. And what's worse is these cars are so flimsy that one hit and you're done. Certainly did try. So difficult is in that downhill. Yeah, I know, dude. That downhill section's horrible. As I said earlier, I pray when I go in and say thank you if I make it through without any drama. To be honest, it's a horrible section of racetrack. It's so off camber, on camber, opposite camber, and it just goes. Oh, it's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare, dude. There is Mikkelsen. Look, through the right. That's coming back the other way. You've unsettled the car once. Slide down through the right-hander again. And it's going to be a left-right. And then it's downhill braking into Forest Elbow. Oh, Mikkelsen went in hot. Could not keep that car going in the straight line where he wanted to here. But Richardson out in front. Van der Hovel tucked in behind it. 7/10 back. 1.6 to Tudorson. 0.7 to Mikkelsen in behind that one as well. The poor, look at this. Say the Hatfields, Jordan and Adrian have had a rotten evening of racing. I'm not going to lie. Gregory in pit lane. You know, obviously Connor's in pit lane. Bless him. Probably just sat there stroking baby Axel now as well. Oh, Daddy's just teaching you how not to drive, okay? That's not how not you do it. I'll teach you next week how to do it properly. That might be the case. Hovel 2:07.922, fastest lap of the race so far. 6.5 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, I know, Connor, I know. Just teaching him how not to drive, weren't you, son? How not to drive into anybody on the racetrack that might be there. He's in bed, luckily. Luckily, not disappointed him. Well, I'll send the broadcast to the missus and she can play it back to him tomorrow. How old is he now? We're not at a year yet, surely. Can't be a year. And the missus is Sophie, right? That is right, isn't it? I'm sure it is. 8 months. Jesus, dude. I remember her driving in the blinking mum's race. With a blinking little football sticking out. Yeah, Sophie, I thought it was. Okay, cool. At least my memory's not going. I know my age is blinking going and my looks are going, but at least my memory's not going just yet. Richardson again through the wigglies, through the left, through the right. 8 months. Dude, that is nuts. Where has that time gone? It's absolutely bonkers. Jesus. All right, here we go. Down the Conrod again. Van der Hovel closing in. Mikkelsen closing in. It's going to be a Van der Hovel. Is he going to be able to make a move? Mikkelsen's already looked like he's already alongside Tunison at the moment. Oh, Maddie. Oh, they are look, side by side at the moment. What's happening here? Nothing. What's happening here? Tunison's got to send it. You've got to send it. Give him something difficult to think about. He does send it. Mikkelsen does manage to make it through. Luke Tunison does not manage to hold on to that place. Is he going to try and come back at him in the final corner? Mikkelsen thinks about putting him off. Tunison says, I don't care. I'm going to dive harder than the submarine captain. They're going to be side by side coming out, and Mikkelsen still manages to hold on. He's not dropped Tunison just yet. He's still into the right-hander we go. And Tunison in that 45 little machine. As again, all other swim markers are available. Blah, 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 blah. Google them. Or if you don't know where they are, if you're really posh, start your Waitrose. There you go. That's all I'm going to say. Tunison again trying to go at Mikkelsen. He's going on the right-hand side this time. He's going to try the long way round turn number 2. Is he going to make it? No. Cannot get it stopped. Lost more time going the other way, unfortunately, for Luke Tunison. Up through the hill they go once more. Hovel's closed right in to Maddie Richardson. Connor's finally back out on the racetrack. His repairs must be done. 3.5 minutes to go. Go on, son. Go through him. Down through the mountain they go. Van der Hovel left. And now he's going to go right. It's the first part. Dipped into the left part hand. Now through the right-hander. 2 more corners to go before we got to Forest Elbow. Through the left, through the right, down into Forest on the brakes. Looking for the dip on the inside. Away we go once more for Sebastian Van der Hovel. There's been drama for Luke Tunison, I think. He has dropped away 1.9 seconds. Oh, what drama did you have? You have to do it this way, unfortunately. What drama did you have? Because you were close coming in. That's weird. He just runs it in deep. He's got to get hard on the brakes. And then unfortunately for him, just overcooks it. And Luke Tunison manages to keep moving on. Sebastian Van der Hovel, Maddie Richardson side by side. Connor Pink's left pit lane. He crashed and then jumped back into pit lane. Van der Hovel, please don't tell me you crashed coming out of pit lane. Connor, you've literally just come out of pit lane, bro. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Steering is still broken. Just didn't rotate, realising you got to correct. And unfortunately for Connor Pink, back in pit lane. Sebastian Van der Hovel, Maddie Richardson, side by side in turn number 1. This is how you do it, Connor. As these guys continue. Now, steering's still gone, sadly. Gone back to pit. Yeah, I did to see that. Did you use fast repair? Did you use it already? Oh, you must have done it. You caught up in that one incident, weren't you? Yeah, Adrian's just apologised in the YouTube chat for the drama where he's just sent his car straight over his head. Kesterton's got a meatball. I don't think he knows he's got a meatball. Oh, Hubble's out of shape. Oh, he manages to hold on to it. He was all out of shape there for Sebastian Van der Hovel. Minute on the clock. Should be one more if I've done my maths correctly. But then again, you're asking a commentator to do maths. That's like pointless. It's like asking us to do rocket science. It just ain't going to happen. Over the hill we go. Now dropping down the other side. Van der Hovel on the right. Richardson on the left. Richardson goes through one more. Van der Hovel's relying on the fact that there's going to be one more lap here. I would take this as close as I possibly could. I really would take it as close as I could. 20 seconds. Final lap of the race. This is it for Sebastian van der Hovel. Is he going to be able to clear Matty Richardson? If he doesn't do it here, he's got to stay with him through the mountain and get him on the Comrade. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, van der Hovel. Over the other side of the dip they go, coming into turn number 1. Richardson manages to hold on. I think he's going to stay there. I really do, for Mr. Richardson. How close can Hovel get going up through the mountain for the final time here? Through the left-hander of the cut-in. Then it's going to be Griffin's Mount. Through we go. Richardson in the purple, the orange machine. Van der Hovel in the silver, red and black lines down the side. Through the left-hander they go, through McPhillamy. For the final time here this evening, dropping down through Skyline now. It's going to be who's going to make it through the mountain first. Van der Hovel, is he going to be able to get through? Richardson, can he hold on and open up that gap? 6/10 at the moment. Richardson looks quick, going through the mountain. Down the other side, hard on the brakes. 7.5 tenths. 8 tenths coming out. He may have just rescued himself here, Mr. Richardson. I'm not going to lie. I think that 8 tenths may have saved him. Got a great run through the bottom half of the mountain. And Matthew Richardson from the Orange Army Racing comes into the chase for the final time, leads the race. As long as there's no dramas anywhere around him now, into the final corner goes Matty Richardson. Van der Hovel's back right off here. In fact, I think he's run out of fuel. Matty Richardson takes the win. Mikkelson's going to pick up second place. Oh, Van der Hovel. Are we chugging? Oh, we are. We are chugging. Yep. He's trying to hold on. Oh, Sebastian. He had a longer pit stop as well, and he still couldn't hold on. A couple of others coming over the line. Guy Robinson from the Lone Road iRacing podcast. Check it out on Spotify. I've been on it a couple of times, actually. I must be due a third time soon. Let's go back and have a chinwag. Michael Choate comes over the line as well. Stefan Mellis going to be next on the list. He finishes in 7th. I wonder how much practice Stefan's done. He's like king of I don't do practice. So, yeah. I wonder if he's done any. Over the line he goes with Steve Webb. Then it's going to be Ivan Chalupka. Over the line as well. Van der Hovel running out of fuel. Oh dear. He has literally just put in the Discord, auto fuel, I hate you. So there you go. Andy Pratt comes over the line. Ross Wheatley. A couple of drivers all had their own drama. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie me. Right. Let's bring you up the results. It is Matthew Richardson from the Orange Army Racing takes the win. Alexander Mikkelsen in second from Racing Labs Esports. Sebastian van der Hovel in third from the Clogged Pipes Racing Team. Luke Tudorson in fourth, just couldn't stay with the guys at the end. Guy Robinson, Lone Road iRacing podcast. Check it out on Spotify. Michael Choate in sixth, Stefan Mellis in seventh. Then you got Stevie Webb, Ivan Chalupka, and then Andy Pratt rounding out the top 10. Then behind that is Ross Wheatley, Andrew Kesterton, Carl Cookson, Jordan Hadfield, Connor Pink, Ben Gregory, and Adrian Hadfield takes the 17th spot. And then in behind that one is Eduardo Batista, but he never took to the to the grid. There did Eduardo Batista. So, but great racing from all of these guys. Let's see if we can have a chat with your eventual winner here this evening, Mr. Matthew Richardson. Matty, welcome in.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, sir? Well done.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pleased the wheel didn't disconnect, so that was, yeah.
That's a good job.
And yeah, it was a close race. It was unfortunate that Sebastian ran out of fuel, but yeah, I think it was good racing overall.
Oh, dude, it was epic. You four up front, you, Alex, Sebastian and Luke. You guys had a great little fight. You know what I mean? I didn't know who was going to come out on top. Believe it or not, you finished in the same positions you started.
Yeah. I've got to be honest, I was a bit confused on why they're all staying behind.
I didn't get that either.
No, so I was confused myself. Like, should I back off, let Sebastian back through? But yeah, anyway, ended up well. So yeah, pretty happy with it.
But the problem is, if you backed off, mate, he ran out of fuel, and Mickelson would have got both of you.
Yeah.
So good job you didn't. I didn't get that either, to be honest. I even said it on the broadcast. Like, I didn't understand why Alex didn't make the move earlier. He had you bang for rights a couple of times, and he just backed away, and then Sebastian just took both of you at the same time. So I was a bit confused. But listen, great racing overall, Matty. Anybody you want to congratulate or say thanks to before we let you go?
Not tonight. But yeah, thank you for the broadcast. It was good.
Awesome job, mate.
Yeah,
you go and watch a spectacular crash with Adrian Hadfield. It was amazing on that one.
Was it?
Oh, mate.
Go back and look. I'll go back and look.
Yeah, go and have a look. It's awesome. Take care, buddy. I'll catch up with you soon.
Right. Thank you. Bye.
There's no Sebastian. I did want to chat with Sebastian, but there's no chance. Sebastian here this evening as well. But guys, that is it for this race. Join us next time out. It's Nordschleife. Dear. What could go wrong? If you still want to get involved, you can as well. We're only halfway through the season. We're on round 5 next week. Watkins Glen after that, then Fruxton and Somers Point, Nordschleife. And it is just Nords, everybody. It's not the Grand Prix circuit at all. I am a lot of lover of that layout. So I didn't put it on. I just wanted Nords itself. So yeah, so it's going to be Nords. See how they go before they start running out of fuel. It's going to be absolutely epic. I've been JP. Thanks so much for joining us. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.